GTA ZTV23 and presenting
Hey guys, Adam here. Today, it's Wednesday, and tonight we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do a special guest episode today. I got some bonus booty, and I'm almost there. I just need less than 15,000. So anyways, we're gonna play a special guest episode. Tonight we're playing Paul F. Tompkins. Here we go.
This episode of You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by
Tampa Bay Sex-Free Dolphin Encounters.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and our guest today is a very funny comedian whose impressive resume includes shows like Comedy Bang Bang and Mr. Show. So please stand up and welcome the extremely talented Paul F. Tompkins.
Cookie, thank you very much. Listeners, please take your seats.
It's an honor to have you on, sir. Now, you're known for being a dapper man on stage, and since our players can't see you, I've got to ask, what are you wearing?
Well, since I'm just kind of lounging at home, I'm wearing a single-breasted tuxedo as opposed to a double-breasted tuxedo.
Right. Bow tie?
Well, yes, but untied.
Of course. Is there anything we can get you before we get started? Anything at all?
A nice frosty glass of Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer?
No.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get this party started. First on the docket, freedom of religionists. Paul, I understand you worked with Bill Maher on his show Real Time with Bill Maher. What was it like to write for such a distinct voice?
Well, it's sort of a no eye contact situation. If you're on a staff there, you have to be on your guard at all times and no sudden movements.
Uh-huh. Well, what I do is I send my potential writers to a You Don't Know Jack writers boot camp. There they learn how to wash my feet, clean up after my cats, and take my mother to all her doctor's appointments.
90% of writing really is taking elderly ladies to doctor's appointments.
It's so true. Well, speaking of boot camps, in military terms, what would not be a real time with Bill Maher because it's not real? 0-100 hours with Bill Maher, 100 hours with Bill Maher, 1,500 hours with Bill Maher, or 2,400 hours with Bill Maher. You're politically and factually incorrect. I so wanted you to pick this one. In military time, there is no 2,400 hours. After 2,300, it just starts over with 0-100. So this would not be a real time with Bill Maher. Paul, if there really were 2,400 hours in the day, how would you take advantage of it?
Oh, well, I would certainly sleep, I would say 13 hours, right? And then the rest of the time, errands?
You just, like, shopping? Groceries?
Yeah, the dryer sheets, things like that.
And that would fill the rest of the time?
You'd be surprised. I really forget dryer sheets a lot.
You do a lot of drying?
I'm pretty wet. I'm pretty wet over here.
Okay. Let's move on. May I introduce I Drink Your Bloody Mary. So, Paul, you did some dramatic acting in the movie There Will Be Blood, and I gotta say, I didn't quite care for the title, There Will Be Blood. I mean, it pretty much gives everything away.
Well, yes, it does give away that there will be blood, but it doesn't give away whose blood. It doesn't give away what type of blood, or blood type, if you will. And it doesn't give away how much blood. And quantity, when you're talking about blood, it's really more about quantity than quality.
I don't know. It's just the second there was blood, I was like, I knew it. Anyway, if there were a sequel to There Will Be Blood that dealt with the process of hemostasis, what might it be called? There will be blood and then it will boil. There will be blood and then it will freeze. There will be blood and then it will turn to water. Or there will be blood and then it will coagulate. you're making my blood boil. This would have worked. Hemostasis is the process by which blood clots through coagulation.
Really?
Now, Paul, if there were a real sequel to There Will Be Blood, what would you like to see happen in it?
Well, I would like to see Daniel Plainview go into space. Once he's taking control of all the oil of the Earth, he goes off into space looking for space oil. And then he ends up meeting Yoda. And I think the movie could be called Blood There Will Be.
Let's try underground sack hitting. And it's time for an old-fashioned dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a Prohibition-era cocktail or the name of a trick in hacky sack. If it's a cocktail, click here or press 1. If it's a hacky sack trick, click here or press 2. Okay, we're off. Scrambled egg beater, sling, fallen angel's knees, fairy butterfly, swirl. You lost to Paul F. Tompkins.
Your failure only makes me stronger.
Paul, you drink fancy cocktails with celebrities on your web series Speakeasy. Give me your best made-up cocktail name right now.
The disingenuous pastor?
From life experience.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it happens to all of us.
Well, I'm going to go with the Dexys Midnight Runner.
Oh, like the band?
What band?
Love question 4.
How about the deep distant past of the mid-1990s? So, Paul, you were on Mr. Show, which I have to say is one of my all-time favorite sketch shows.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, sure. Now you say something nice about me.
You have great taste in comedy, and you are very generous with compliments.
Well, apparently so are you. Thank you, Paul.
Sure.
Well, I loved Mr. Show. It was the perfect lead into real sex. And also Taxicab Confessions. But tell me this. What should the Spanish version of Mr. Show with Bob and David be called? Senor Show, Senor Show, Senor Show, or Senor Show? The Spanish Senor is abbreviated as SR.
Yep.
Paul, if you could speak any language in the world, what would it be?
That was easy.
Oh, probably, that Avatar language that the Na'vi spoke. I just feel like I would understand the movie a lot better, or at all.
I would speak English because I am content with who I am as a person.
Oh, you got me.
You got yourself, Paul. You got yourself.
Let's make a baby alive.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. Put out to posture. What's their stand-up special? Good luck. Tompkins beat you!
Yeah! I am great! I am great! I'm valid as a human being!
Well, that's the end of the game, Paul. And, oh, shoot, I forgot to tell you, Paul, that, on your behalf, I told a sick kid you would get a perfect score just for him.
Oh, I kind of wish you had told me that you had told that sick kid that. Yeah, that's a rough thing.
Well, tell you what, just throw out some answers and I'll count them as right.
So just give answers to questions that haven't been asked?
Yes.
Okay, the Louisiana Purchase.
Right.
Bookends.
Right.
Robert Oppenheimer.
Mispronounced.
The Godfather Part 3.
Worst movie in the trilogy, but I'll count it. Not you do it. Hey, what else you got coming up, Paul?
Well, as always, people can check out my web series, Speak Easy with Paul F. Tompkins, on mademan.com and also on my YouTube channel. And just comedy in general, and me in particular.
Well, I have to say, and I usually say this because it's written for me, but I genuinely mean it when I say it has been a pleasure. Thank you, Paul.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'll never believe that, but it's always nice to hear anyway. And, boy, best of luck to that little kid. I wish him good health.
No, he'll be fine. It's just my nephew, and the little shit's got pink eye again. Paul F. Tompkins, everybody!
You don't know Jack!
Alright, 5 more games until next sponsor. Okay, not leveled up yet, but maybe soon. Looks like I get the grad back. Okay guys, so that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow or later today that we'll do another episode. This is Adam, signing off.
This has been a WTAC TV 23 production in association with